this is what you've been waiting for. This is the best topic that we are going to talk about tonight. That's why I'm dressed the way I'm dressed.
We had a conversation, about 3 months ago, about how NASCAR and country music correlates with the time period, the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, right, and now. And it's super similar. You had drivers in the 70s and 80s that were rough and rugged, and they worked. They country music singers played in the bars for cents, pennies in a bucket. Right. NASCAR drivers did the same thing. They had their crew, and they worked on their cars and they raced. And it's slowly progressed to now, where it really all depends on how you look. You don't even have to sing that good. NASCAR correlates to you just have to have a whole bunch of money, and you're fine.
Yeah, because they'll make you sound good.
Yeah,
I mean,
so you can go.
Look at me. Sorry. I should be a country musician. Look at this.
You would be a country musician 25 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. Because I don't look the part today.
Like Jason Aldean thing going. So I decided to compare a country singer with a NASCAR driver, and I kind of did it based on the time period. So
did it start with one? Is that what you were?
What's that?
Did it just start with one? Is that what gave you the idea?
I had a really good one. Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to just keep on going. So I did 10.
Amarillo by morning.
Up from San Antonio.
Everything that I've got is just what I got on. I should be a fucking country singer, dude. That sun is high in that Texas. My neighbors are like, shut the fuck up. They deal with it every day. I'm always singing Amarillo by morning. Let's be real. That's just what they deal with.
So I did 10 drivers, 10 country music singers, correlated them together, and I think we got some good ones. And I think you made up how many did you make up? 10 too?
I made 10. 10 really good ones. And by the way, joke's on you. My day job is a country music singer. So thank you for the compliment. Yeah, I got 10 as well. So okay. I'm interested to see what you have because mine are fucking perfect.
Okay.
I'll be impressed if yours are better than mine. Some are better than others. All right. But I'll
go driver first, then singer.
Yeah. Do just one driver, one singer, like the comparison, and then just start. Doesn't matter. It's not like we're ranking these. We'll go 1, 1, 1, 1. Back and forth. All right.
I'll go. All right. First one I want to do. I think it's perfect. It's Dale Earnhardt, Johnny Cash.
That was close. I have
larger. First, they were larger in life than anybody. Their legacy, I feel like, grew after they passed on. And I just feel like Johnny Cash is somebody that's not even in country music, And Dale Earnhardt nowadays isn't even like a race car driver. He's bigger than that. So there's my first one.
And they're both like the Men in Black. So
they're the Men in Black. Yeah. It's Dale and Johnny.
Dude, we need to remake Men in Black. And it'll be somebody that looks like Dale Earnhardt and somebody that looks like Johnny Cash.
That'd be great.
And it'll be like an alternate universe where they team up and fight monsters and aliens. And he's like, Johnny Cash is like playing at a show.
Like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Yeah. And then Dale's like there's aliens. And Johnny's like, Dale, get the car. Tell me that's not the coolest movie idea ever.
Middle of the night, like on like a highway in the West. You hear
and the whole soundtrack's Johnny Cash.
Yeah. That would be perfect. You want me to just go down the list then?
No, let me do mine.
Okay.
So my first one also was Dale Earnhardt. And actually I'm kind of pissed. I think yours is better. Yours actually fits better. Mine was Dale Earnhardt and Waylon Jennings. Just because they had both had
that's good.
It is, yeah. But I do like yours because the larger than life thing, wearing the black thing. But Waylon Jennings and Dale Earnhardt both had that outlaw persona about them, dudes that you didn't really want to fuck with. That's what I went with that. And also, obviously, Waylon Jennings is like one of the greatest of all time.
I'm a huge Waylon Jennings fan.
Right. So, same time periods, outlaw, yada, yada, yada. So it says Johnny takes round 1. And that, of course, is from Chris. You know what? I might have to agree with you there.
Thanks, Chris.
You know what? I agree. So we'll give it to Johnny round 1. Never mind. He just lost it. Nope. I won now because of that. What an idiot. All right, go.
Okay. Second one. I want to save all the good ones. All right. Chase Elliott, This is modern day. I got Chase Elliott, Eric Church. All right, here's the thing.
Okay.
You might not like it.
Because I have a Chase Elliott one too, so I'll just skip to my Chase Elliott, but explain yours.
They're quiet. You know, Eric Church doesn't come out too much. He stays silent. When he makes a message, it's heard. You know, when Chase speaks, I feel like it's heard. You know, he's the son of Bill. He's the most popular driver. I think right now, Eric Church is probably the most popular country music singer right now.
Is he? I don't keep up with pop country at all, so I don't know.
I feel like he is. I mean, Entertainer of the Year. He won after Garth left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about Luke Combs? I always hear about that dude. Is he not really popular?
I don't have him on the list. But
I know, but he seems like a popular guy. Everybody always talks about him. I don't know. I don't really listen to him, but
I got Chase and Eric as my modern day, and I got a couple more modern day guys.
How many times has Chase Elliott won at Talladega?
Man, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't think Chase.
I would have picked the person that won the most at Talladega. Talladega.
Eric Church and Dale Jr. would be a good one, but never thought about that.
All right, here's my Chase Elliott one.
All right.
I might have you beat here. Chase Elliott and Tyler Childers. Because they're both new and young, but they're both really good and like up-and-comers kind of taking over the game from the young guys or from the older guys.
I have Tyler Childers on there.
Also mustache. They both have mustaches now. And they have like the same, they have like the handlebar mustache thing. All right. I think I won that one. I like my answer better.
All right, I'll go 1-on-1. All right,
we'll go 1-on-1.
This is a good one.
This
is my favorite.
Okay.
This is what made me think about this thing.
It better be good then, because if it's not, then you wasted.
I told you about it already. Ryan Blaney.
Oh yeah.
And Midland. Ryan Blaney, when he came into the sport, he thought there was this old school guy. You know, he wore the big aviators. He had the long hair. You know, Tim Richmond-esque. And he thought he was old school. Midland, the same thing. They came in, they had a whole bunch of hits, or 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah.
That had that old school feel. You're like, oh, these people are legit. And then you just wonder, is it just a show?
Do they just dress that way?
Are they old school?
By the way, do I not look like
old school?
The way I'm dressed, do I not look like I could be a member of Midland?
Yes.
This is how they dress for all their fucking
So I think Blaney and Midland's a good comparison.
That is pretty good. I think I might have to agree with you on that one.
All right.
Yeah, because Midland, I do listen to I only listen to 1 or 2 of their songs, and they almost just sound like a newer version of Kenny Chesney. It's sounds old, but it also sounds poppy at the same time, which in my opinion is like Kenny Chesney to a T. I don't know if I don't have him on my list. So
you don't have Ryan Blaney?
Nope, don't have Ryan Blaney. Probably because you told me that one earlier, and I was like, damn, that's too good. I'm not even going to try to touch Ryan Blaney. So I'll just go with my next one on the list. Do you have Richard Petty on your list?
I do not. So you can go with Richard.
You don't have Richard Petty?
No.
Oh, stupid. Richard Petty, George Strait. They're both the king. That's it. They're both the king. They're both the greatest. Their nickname is the King.
King George. I like that.
Both their nicknames are the King. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I don't know if you're going to beat me that round, though.
Yeah, I don't think I beat you on that one.
That's a good one.
I didn't even think about going toe-to-toe with you on rounds. I should have thrown out a shitty one because I wasted a good one. Damn it.
By the way, I'm trying to connect on my laptop to get this. I feel like I'm going to die. All right, next one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know. Next one.
All right, next
one. This is a good one I like.
Let's hear what you got.
A really good one I like. Tim Richmond, Keith Whitley.
Okay.
Keith Whitley,
explanation. Yeah, I love both of those people, but
Tim came up in the sport, just this flamboyant, just rock star personality guy. He partied hard. He wasn't around for a while. You know, he lived to what, mid-30s, I think?
Right.
Richmond?
Sounds about right.
So he lived his life for 6-7 years on the top of the world. Keith Whitley, same thing. Keith Whitley had all these hits from the 80s to late 80s. Actually, I think they passed away in almost the same time period. And they lived their lives to the fullest, but they only lived to be 30-something years old, and they partied hard. And I love that comparison.
That's not bad. I feel like it's just because they kind of look similar with like the big hair and that 80s look.
And they do. And they do look really similar.
That's what you're going with. Not bad.
You didn't like it?
I feel like I should bust out a good one now just to kind of one up yours. All right, I'm gonna bust out one that can't lose. So okay. I'm gonna beat you here. It's definitely a touchy subject.
I hope my phone dies now.
Definitely touchy subject. Probably something. That was the best one yet. Shut up, Chris. You're an idiot. All right.
Chris liked that one?
Yeah.
I knew he would.
All right. This one can't lose though. Because
of the explanation. I'm no stranger to the rain.
All right. This one, explanation wise, it literally can't lose. It's not funny or anything like that. It's just very factual. And I probably shouldn't talk about it on the podcast, but I'm going to just to beat you here. Kyle Larson and Morgan Wallen.
Oh, my God.
Tell me that's not literally the same thing. I won that round. No explanation needed. I'm taking that round from you. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I feel like you did.
They're both they were both young, rising stars, had a lot of fans. All right, so I'm taking that round. I don't really want to have to explain why. If you don't know why, just Google both of those names and something will come up. Something they both had to apologize for saying in a video online. Did you even think of that one?
No, your comparisons. It's on, and when I was doing this, I thought the same exact thing, but I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a touch. That was like a reserve. I was like, in case this is really good, this one I have to throw out there. All right.
You just killed me. Chris said I had the best one yet, and then you put that one up there.
That's what I'm saying. All right, what do you got next?
I'm trying to find a good one. Okay.
I'm going to throw out a trash one, so you can throw out whatever if you want.
David Pearson.
Okay.
Who do you think I'm going to pick? David Pearson, George Jones.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So a lot of people think David Pearson is the best NASCAR driver ever. A lot of people. A lot of people think George Jones is the best country music singer ever.
Yeah. They're both OGs too. They kind of led the way for their genre or their industry. George
in the 70s, he brought country music to fame. Him and Merle Haggard, obviously, and a couple other guys. David Pearson's the same way. Their styles are different, obviously.
Did you use Merle Haggard at all on this list?
No, but I do have to say, Merle Haggard is my all-time favorite singer of all time. So I couldn't even compare him with anybody.
Okay, you want me to throw out my Merle Haggard?
Yeah.
Tony Stewart, Merle Haggard.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just because they're both known for being badasses that fight.
That is a good.
I was initially going to use it for Dale, but I was like, no, Merle Haggard's I don't want to say too tough for Dale, but I need a guy that fights for Merle Haggard. So I don't know if it's better than yours, but
Tony is great. I couldn't compare anybody with Merle. I thought about maybe Dale Earnhardt, but I wanted to go more.
That was the first one. Yeah. I thought of
more so with the generations. Here's a fun one.
All right, so it's 3-2. You're in the lead. I'm giving you that last one.
Okay. I got Sterling Marlin, Joe Diffie.
What? How?
Work for you?
Explain that.
Joe Diffie had 4 or 5 number 1 hits. Wasn't super popular, but when he had the hit, he was on. He was on top of his game. Sterling Marlin, 2 Daytona 500 wins in a row. And then Joe Diffie had the time period where he had a couple number 1 hits. Had that time frame 5 years after where he came back and had more hits. Sterling Marlin the same way. So he won, I think, 94, 95 in the 500. And then just had an incredible year.
Is the best comment. Yeah. I agree. All right, hear me out.
Sterling had an incredible year in 2002. He almost won the championship, and he got hurt.
All right, you want to. Okay, here we go. You're up 3-2 right now, but I'm about to tie it up. You want to play that weak shit in here? Trevor Bayne.
A lot of good ones.
Trevor Bayne.
Who?
Trevor Bayne.
Hunter Hayes? Who's the singer?
I thought you were asking about the driver. I was like, you remember who I'm talking about, right? It's easy to forget.
No, I know Trevor Bayne.
But this is why. Check this out. David Lee Murphy. Do you remember David Lee Murphy?
Yeah.
All right.
No
Dust on the bottle. Yeah. Name another song.
Although his new one with Kenny Chesney.
So Kenny Chesney song. Okay. Might be. Yeah, everybody knows that song. Everyone knows Trevor Bayne because he was a one-hit wonder. He won one race, Daytona 500.
David Lee.
One-hit wonder. Got a lot of people excited about his career. And although he had a few other, decent showings, never lived up to the hype of that first initial hit. Yeah. Just like David Lee Murphy.
That's perfect.
Dust on the bottle.
You win that one. That's perfect.
That's what I'm saying. One-hit wonders, baby.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right, tied up 3-3.
I can't even think of another David Lee Murphy song.
That's the point. Yeah. Name another Trevor Bayne top 5 or top 10 finish. I don't know. He's had them. I think he had other top 10 finishes.
I'm sure David Lee had some top 20 hits too.
That's what I'm saying. So we only remember the one.
That's good. Hold on. My phone probably died, so I got to get through these.
All right, let's go.
Who am I missing? All right, I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you the outlaws of today's country music. You mentioned Sturgill Simpson or Tyler Childers. I
know you're going to mention Sturgill.
I got Sturgill Simpson and Tyler Childers. Here's my 2 guys for that.
Okay, I'm interested.
The late model ranks. Bubba Pollard, Stephen Nasse. These guys could be in the Cup Series. They could be in the Xfinity Series. They're the outlaws. They don't have the funding. They're badasses.
See, you already lost both of those because you told me that this was NASCAR drivers with country music singers.
That's true. but listen.
You told me the rules, and you didn't even follow them.
Tyler Childers and Bubba Pollard, or Tyler Childers and who am I thinking of?
Sturgill
Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in the country music world. They're not on the radio. Just like Bubba Pollard and Stephen Nasse, they should be in NASCAR.
To be fair, I've heard both of them on the radios in Austin.
I ain't in Austin. Texas is a whole different thing.
I don't care. You said NASCAR. You should have said race car drivers. You said NASCAR drivers. We're going to shelve those 2 and see if I'm going to consider giving you even one of those points because you broke your own rules on that one. All right, so I get 2.
This camera's really screwing me up, this computer.
I get 2 back-to-back. So I'm going to go kind of my weaker ones. Kevin Harvick. Who am I going to go with Kevin Harvick? What do you think?
What generation of country music is it? What decade?
90s. 80s, 90s, even all the way into today.
Alan Jackson?
Yep. Nice.
No way.
Yeah. Good pick. So old, been in the industry forever.
Mm-hmm.
Is still incredible. Still performs. That's pretty much it. Just they're both kind of really good.
I love
they're
that
both,
one.
Old school. So that's that one. Let's throw out Denny Hamlin and Kezi. What?
Who'd you have for Denny Hamlin? I have Denny Hamlin on my list.
Kenny Chesney.
I like that.
Yeah. Older guys that, kind of like to have fun. They're kind of known for that. And they've been around for a long time, but yet they keep producing number ones.
Mm-hmm.
They keep putting out number ones.
I had for Denny Hamlin?
Who you got?
Luke Bryan.
That's just insulting. You just don't like Denny Hamlin, do you?
All right. Well, so here's the thing. When Luke Bryan came on the scene, he was all right? With his couple hits. Denny Hamlin, rookie year, couple years after, everybody liked Denny. winning a Pocono, everybody. And then he I think he started rubbing people the wrong way, just like Luke Bryan started rubbing people the wrong way with his music. But now I feel like Luke's starting to come back a little bit, just like Denny's starting to I think fans are starting to like Denny more.
Are people starting to like Luke Bryan? Is that a thing? Did he put out an album that's good or something? What are you referring to?
If you listen to Luke's, I can't believe I'm saying this. If you listen to his last album.
Let me hear you justify why Luke Bryan's a good country.
If you hear his last album, you would think it's a little bit country in there. Listen to it. Listen to some of his songs.
Country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. All right. We'll just, we'll chalk it up. We're tied up.
I think you beat me on that.
We're tied up. Wait, is there only one left? No, there's two left? At least two left. All right, here we go. Austin Dillon.
I only have one.
Yeah, and it's my turn. And then we'll both have one more after this.
Okay.
I got it. Austin Dillon, because I had to just, he's my driver. I have to throw him out there. Thomas Rhett.
I like that.
So check it out. I got it all written down, so I'm going to read this one. It's a lot.
You got like a Red Atkins thing in there?
Yeah, that's exactly the route I was going. Son of someone famous in the industry, but with a different last name as they present it, at least. Yeah. Because Thomas Rhett, technically his full name is Thomas Rhett Atkins, but he just doesn't use that as his stage name. Austin Dillon, and his grandfather. So yeah, they both came from somebody within the industry that was famous. Although they both have different last names, they're both kind of like poppy. So guys don't always like to admit that they're fans of that person, but they actually can be pretty good sometimes.
You nailed that, because sometimes Austin Dillon rubs me the wrong way, and sometimes Thomas Rhett's music is just like this guy. What is he doing?
Right. You're like, is this even country? I don't know what I'm listening to. But then occasionally, you listen to his hits, and you're like, okay, he's put out some good stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. You beat me on that one.
All right, so you gotta win this one, or else it's game over.
And I'm not gonna win it because I laid out my really good ones first. So you said Alan Jackson, right?
Yeah, I used an Alan Jackson one.
All right, I had Alan Jackson with Terry Labonte. I did that theme of the 90s to early 2000s. I kind of correlated.
You were trying to keep those together. I think for the most part, I kept mine together.
Terry, quiet guy. Alan Jackson.
I definitely kept mine together, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I think pretty much all of them.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Alan Jackson's quiet and was never in the spotlight. Super famous. Just like Terry. Terry won 2 championships. He was around forever, just like you kind of mentioned with Kevin Harvick. But he just kind of stayed his own path. Alan Jackson had some awesome hits, and Terry Labonte had a Hall of Fame career. So that's my comparison with Alan and Terry.
That's not bad. Fun fact, I think Alan Jackson is the country artist I've probably seen the most, from Nashville, a famous country artist. Because he
comes down there a lot.
To Houston. Oh. So the story he tells, and he tells it every fucking year, is the Houston Rodeo was the first big stage to give him an opportunity when he was just coming up, just trying to become famous. The Houston Rodeo, I don't know if you know anything about it, it's the biggest rodeo in the world. They sell out the Reliant or NRG or whatever the fuck it's called now, where the Texans play. It's a month long, totally insane. Definitely something. It's almost like Talladega. It's something you got to experience.
It sounds like a blast.
Oh, it's awesome. Everybody wears cowboy hats the whole time. It's all country. Anyway, apparently the Houston Rodeo was the first place to give him a big stage to perform. And so because of that, he agrees to come back every single year.
He does? So
he Houston Rodeo. Every single year he goes and plays at the Houston Rodeo.
That is awesome.
Yeah, because he's so appreciative that they gave him a chance that he's fuck it, I'm going back every single year. So every year I would go see a show in Houston every single year.
I love Alan Jackson, and
he has so many hits. So many hits.
I'm disappointed that he's like in retirement now. You know, he doesn't do too much. He doesn't.
Yeah, but dude, he is old. Even from the first time I saw him perform in Houston back in 2000 and shit, what year was that? 2011? I think that was the first time I saw him. All the way until 2017, the last time I saw him every single year. You could see him aging just in that short amount of time. I was like, the last time I saw him, I was like, dude.
Then you should probably quit.
Yeah, he's looking old. I mean, he still puts on a show, but like he doesn't look the same. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll finish it up. Here we go.
That's the last one right here.
And we got Chris. Let's throw up his. He's got a couple good ones. Garth Brooks, Jeff Gordon. Of course, he's going to compare those two. I will give him the 90s thing.
I like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's actually not bad. As much as I hate it to admit.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I can kind of see it. Same era.
I think Rusty's better than Tracy Lawrence.
Whoa. Easy. Tracy Lawrence?
Rusty was what he won. He won a championship. Tracy Lawrence never came close to anything as far as like Entertainer of the Year.
What? I disagree wholeheartedly. He's had to have had at least a couple number one hits.
He's had number one hits, but I think like the championship in country music is Entertainer of the Year. You know, that's been a thing.
Birmingham. I can't like play it because I know this is going to go up on YouTube and they're going to strike me immediately. My Little Texas Tornado.
What did he?
Come on, dude.
I know Tracy Lawrence songs, but
Chris is with me, dude. A lot of hits. I actually like that one. I'm with you finally.
I think Tracy's like the same as like Mark Chestnut. Mark Chestnut.
I put him up there with Rusty. I think you're underrating Tracy Lawrence.
I like Mark Chestnut better.
Time Marches On Spotify has like 50 or 45 million.
Time Marches On is his best song.
I just sang like 3 other incredible songs by him.
No, Time Marches On is his best.
Texas Tornado is his best.
I didn't like that.
Oh, it's because you're not a Texan. I keep forgetting you're from Ohio. Gross. What country? What's a good country song about Ohio? Exactly.
Poncho and Lefty.
That's about Mexico. Don't even try to take. First of all, it's by a guy from Texas.
Yeah, and what Lefty split for Ohio?
It's by two guys from Texas, the writer and the performer. So that's a Texas song, by the way. And then it's all about them in Mexico, and he just talks about how he's from Ohio.
He split for Ohio. He's gone. You know, Lefty survived, right? Poncho.
Well, he was from Ohio and left and ran down to Mexico, I believe. I believe that was the story.
Cleveland's cold.
Yeah, right? Because Cleveland's cold. Yeah, and went to Mexico. All right. So you get like a half a song. Congratulations. It's funny because you said you didn't want to list Merle, and that's how I felt about Willie. I was trying to think desperately, like, can I compare Willie to anybody? And I was like, I can't. Nobody's that likable. Like, there's not the likable stoner in NASCAR.
No.
That just has hit after hit. I thought about it. There's nobody.
Come out and everybody loves him. You know, there's nobody like that.
Everybody likes him. You don't even have to be Snoop Dogg likes him. I mean, he's the most likable guy ever. Last one. This one's good. Danica Patrick and the Wreckers.
Didn't they sing Leave the Pieces?
Yes. Okay. So check it out. Name aside. The name alone is I should win because of that. Danica Patrick and the Wreckers? Come on.
You had a really strong comeback, and I think you beat me.
Name aside. I wrote this down. They're all female. So it was like a group of like 2 or 3 females. Danica's a female. And they came into the industry and got a lot of people excited. Danica got a lot of people amped up that she was coming to NASCAR. The Wreckers had that one song The leave the pieces when you go.
I mean, their music video for that song is pretty good.
Oh yeah, but they never had anything else. I looked them up on Spotify. They don't have shit after that.
No.
Like, look at their songs, just the ratio. Be on the next one. So Danica comes in, gets everybody excited, does nothing with her opportunity. The Wreckers, and just the name, dude. The name alone, even if it wasn't everything else that's so perfect, the name.
You hit it. You killed it.
All right, so I won, but it definitely helps that I was dressed like this for it.
This is a good correlation. Like you were the country singer, and I was the NASCAR driver, the Folgers year.
This is great. Yeah, that's good. Yep.